Orphan bear cubs meet and become the best of friends.
But before we start, please take a moment to give this video a like, subscribe to Happy World, and hit the bell so you'll never miss these great stories.
When these two bear cubs were introduced to one another, they had much more in common than you'd think. Having both lost their moms, these two bear cubs found solace in each other in the sweetest way. Blue and Bearzilla are two baby bear cubs that happen to be the best of friends. Although the friendship they share is strong, their lives didn't start out very easily. Blue and Bearzilla were both rescued around the same time. Both baby bear cubs had just lost their mothers. It was a very sad situation they both found themselves in. Rescuers felt that it would only be fitting for Blue and Bearzilla to be introduced to each other, considering their similar backstories. The cubs were both all alone, and rescuers knew that having a friend would help improve their lives. When the bears were first introduced, rescuers were unsure of how they would react to one another. However, the two of them had an instant connection from the start. It was like it was meant to be. The duo are now practically inseparable and do just about everything together. These two play with their toys together, nap together, eat together, and just about everything else. Blue and Bearzilla are always together, and the rescuers are excited to watch them grow. This friendship has been especially helpful to Blue since she'd had a serious problem since she was born. Unfortunately, Blue had been dealing with spinal problems that rescuers noticed instantly. Rescuers assumed the issues stemmed from a physical trauma that occurred from a young age. After Blue was rescued, rescuers made it their mission to find out how to help out Blue's spinal problem. So they gathered veterinarians from all around the world to get expert opinions on the situation. And rescuers specifically wanted to avoid the possibility of euthanasia if Blue's spinal pain would continue to worsen without improvement. It wouldn't only devastate them, but it would break Bearzilla's heart. So the rescuers decided to devote 24-hour care to Blue in order to help. They provided him with medication and supplements whenever it was needed. Out of the biggest issues that Blue was facing was being unable to walk. Rescuers were hoping that all the attention and care they were devoting to Blue would pay off. Soon things began to change. Each day, Blue continued to get stronger and stronger. Especially with Bearzilla around, Blue's tenacious spirit continued to prevail. Rescuers felt that it was finally time to see if Blue could walk. The rescuers were excited to see if Blue would be able to take his first steps. Everyone was excited when Blue began slowly but surely move and walk around. It was an exciting day for them all. Although Blue hasn't quite perfected his walk, he's been making serious strides. It was pretty tough for him in the beginning as something he would just give up. However, his next big step is climbing. In order to be able to keep up with his best pal, Blue has to continue to build his strength. Learning to climb will help him play with Bearzilla and make the most of his friendship. Finally, after a lot of hard work, Blue has accomplished the task of mastering climbing on trees. Although he might not be as fast as his other pals, Blue is still doing the best he can. A video of Blue's first steps was uploaded onto YouTube by Free the Bears. It has since received over 200,000 views. Everyone's been so proud of Blue's progress. Many users headed to the comment section to show their support of Blue. One user commented saying, "This makes me cry," at how someone could hurt such a beautiful little baby and at how he's been given another chance to be a happy little bear. Blue and Bearzilla's friendship has now never been stronger. These two are spending all their time together still. With his friend by his side, Blue is able to overcome a huge obstacle in his life. Thanks to the Free the Bears rescue team, these two bear cubs were given an amazing opportunity to live out their lives in a caring moment. Now, Blue and Bearzilla will have each other for the rest of their lives.